All right, let's get this show started.
In today's news, Sean O'Malley explains why he's been calling the Hawk Tuah Girl. Last week, O'Malley was brought up on the Talk Tuah podcast, where Haley Welsh told her girlfriends that Suga is so nice and keeps calling her over Instagram.
You would.
You said a UFC fighter, right?
Yes.
What is that fella's name that's been messaging me all week? The O'Malley boy.
Sean? Sugar Sean?
He has a kid, don't he?
Was he DMing you?
Dude, he's so nice. He's just conversating with me. He's like, what are you doing?
No, wasn't he like, didn't he like
What are
call
you
you like
doing?
5,000 times
Usually
before he
just
said
be nice,
anything?
you know, right? What are you doing?
So when I seen he first like DM me, I had like 5 missed calls from him, and I was like, what the fuck?
Calling you?
Yeah, like on Instagram. I didn't even know you could do that.
Now, taking to YouTube, O'Malley shared his side of the story.
Bro, that Hawk Tuah shit, you guys see that? So what happened? It was the day of my surgery, and I'm just f***ed up. I'm on Oxycontin. The boys are f***ing higher than a kite. I called Aiden Ross, Steve will do. I was calling a bunch of people to freestyle. They wanted me to call Hawk Tuah Girl. So I found her IG, and I tried to click the little call button, but it didn't go through, so I clicked it a few times. And she's like, he called me like 5 times. Which, she's not wrong. I did call her like 5 times. I was trying to get her to freestyle.
So,
and maybe a little Hawk Tuah.
And you were saying she...
Yeah, I had like 5 missed calls from him, and I was like, what the fuck?
And you were saying she doesn't really do Hawk Tuahs?
No, I heard that.
Oh, really?
I think Schmitty said it.
I bet she does.
Hawk Tuah, spit on that thing. They have done a good job capitalizing on that clip.
ARIEL Helwani tells the UFC it's time to retire the BMF belt. Speaking on the latest episode of his YouTube show, Helwani ripped on the BMF belt, suggesting that it's time to retire the concept altogether in the wake of featherweight champion Ilia Topuria knocking out Max Holloway at UFC 308. For Helwani, the knockout highlighted his issues with the belt, arguing it's more hype than substance and takes away from the genuine stakes of a championship title. ARIEL took it a level deeper, explaining that while the lightweight champion Islam Makhachev holds that weight class's actual title, then how could someone else, like Holloway, be the baddest in that weight class?
This has been the issue that I've always had with the BMF title. If I'm Islam Makhachev and you are touting Max Holloway as the baddest motherfucker on the planet, I'm like, yo, this is my weight class you won the fight in. I'm the baddest guy on the planet. I'm the baddest MF for at 155. That's what the belt should recognize. Like, that's what it should be establishing. Who is the baddest guy on the planet? Not some like secondary division within the division. And so now you have a situation where the guy got knocked out and then it's like, oh yeah, but no, he's still the BMF champ. Like, it should have ended with the Masvidal fight in MSG. Like, what are we doing here? And then, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Just retire it. End it.
Paulo Costa is no longer angling for a fight with Khamzat Chimaev. Costa was scheduled to fight Chimaev 1 year ago at UFC 294, but an elbow infection forced him out of the bout. Now, after Khamzat's impressive win over Robert Whittaker, Costa says he's no longer interested in facing Boris, tweeting, I won't ask UFC to feed me with this disconcerted goat depraver anymore. It's gonna happen anyway, and I will receive him on my lap graciously. He was lucky enough that Rob broke his jaw before he submitted. Rob's jaws wasn't broke by squeezing. Only nonsense thought this way. Having said that, I make myself available to the UFC business team, Mr. Dana, Mr. Campbell, as well as Mr. Mick to fight anyone from this list by February. Current champ Dricus du Plessis wants Khamzat Chimaev as his next fight. Earlier this year, UFC CEO Dana White said du Plessis' next defense would be a rematch against John Strickland. However, after Chimaev's impressive first-round win against Robert Whittaker last weekend, many, including Dricus, want to see DDP vs. Khamzat instead. Speaking to ESPN MMA's Brett Okamoto, du Plessis was asked about his next title fight, explaining why he prefers Chimaev over Strickland.
Well, let me tell you this. Obviously, the conversations were more on fighting Strickland, but there was a very big reason no contract's been signed. And I'm saying this as an opinion. I agreed. I said, I'll fight Strickland. Perfect. And that's the fight the fans want. But if you go on what the fans want right now, it's definitely not the Strickland fight. And if you ask me, what do? I want to fight the best guy. I want to fight the guy the fans want me to fight. And that 100% is Khamzat. Now, if they give me the Strickland fight, great. I'll fight Strickland in February or March or whenever, and then fight Khamzat. But, you know, with the hype right now and what the fans are feeling, and at the end of the day, they are the people that need to be entertained. And if you go on value for the UFC, and if you ask me personally, the Khamzat fight's what I want. I want to take his I want to beat the next best guy, and I've beaten Sean Strickland. You know, everybody can have their opinion on how close the fight was. Yeah, it was close. But there's not a doubt in my mind if I won that fight or lost that fight. And the win is on my record. I've been in there with him. And what excites me right now is getting in there and beating Khamzat Chimaev. That would be first prize. That's what I want. And
DDP then laid out his 2025 goals, which include beating Khamzat and fighting for a second belt. Khamzat hopped into the comments, posting laughing emotes. Jon Jones shares insight into UFC 309's prep. In his latest social media post, Jones shared clips of him performing weight training exercises consisting of the bench press, weighted pull-ups, single arm dumbbell rows, and sled pushing. Bones revealed that he currently weighs plus or minus 240 pounds, but feels like a light heavyweight, writing, 240 pounds, fast and strong. I used to walk around at 235 as a light heavyweight. This almost feels like a light heavyweight fight without the weight cut.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Conor McGregor posts new grappling footage. In a fresh clip posted to his Instagram stories, McGregor is seen working his grappling ahead of his supposed return in 2025.
Fine. Ten seconds. Yeah.
Derrick Lewis goes off on Daniel Cormier. Lewis returns to the cage this Saturday to face talented striker Jonata Deniz at UFC Edmonton. The Black Beast is looking to get his second win of the year, inching him closer to heavyweight title contention. While on the topic of Lewis, during Wednesday's media day, Derrick was asked about one fight he'd like to run back. That's when he unleashed on Daniel Cormier, calling him a scumbag and a piece of shit. Check this.
DC, proud DC, man, because I'm still not sitting right with me, man. I don't know, man. Do people really like DC like that?
I don't know if DC will come back to fight.
Come on, man.
Like, if there's, what would you challenge?
I told DC in his face, man. That guy a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. It's scumbag, man. Fuck DC.
Do you want to elaborate on that a little bit more? Why?
He know why.
DC knows why?
Yeah, DC know why. And everyone know why, too. He disrespected Popeye's chicken. But other than that, he's a piece of shit.
DC responded while on ARIEL Helwani's show, saying he doesn't know why Derrick is mad at him.
Saying all these things, and we weren't sure if it's a joke or if it's a shoot. Is he working or is he...
I don't know, because I haven't seen him for a while, but I was pretty hard on him about retiring because he had lost a couple fights, and I was kind of telling the truth, and he seemed mad at me, but I haven't seen him. But I'm going to see him this weekend, and I'm going to kind of ask him, like, yo, are you mad at me? I don't know what it is, though. I really don't know what it is. I'm going to watch. I need to see his face. I need to see if he's laughing. I need to see if he's joking. I need to see how he looks to see if he's really mad at me.
Yeah.
But when I see him this weekend, I'll walk right up to him and go, hey, what's going on?
It's time for today's top memes. Third place was posted by It's Dylan MMA.
I train 6 days a week, 5 days a week. I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week I'll be training.
Second place meme was posted by UFC Snippets. And the top pick was posted by Overstatement 500. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.